But first, one of my most treasured recipes to make with your freshly dug new potatoes. This really is one of my great family recipes. My mother thought it was good, so it must be good. I think I invented it, I suppose, 15 or 20 years ago, and I've loved it ever since. And it's the one recipe that my mother said, this is really so good. She then went home and made it. And I said, did you have all the ingredients, Mum? And she said, well, I didn't have that fancy ginger that you have. She said, I used some of my dried ginger that I use for making ginger biscuits, and it was very good. We still didn't convert her ever to use real, proper, fresh ginger. Right, I'm going to start off by making the marinade, and I'm going to marinate this overnight, ideally. So, first of all, I'm going to put the orange juice in the bag. Then add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, about an inch of grated ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon each of chopped thyme and sage. All that remains is a little bit of pepper and salt in there, and 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil. So that's the marinade done. Now to the chicken. What I'm going to do is spatchcock them. That means that you sort of flatten them out and you can get a lovely crisp outside to it. So turn it over and get a pair of sharp scissors and then just cut either side of the backbone. Cut that down, and it's not a difficult job, and you can always use the actual bone for stock. And then go the other side of it. I chose to use Poussin. I think they're delicious young birds and they take on a great flavour from this sauce. Then I'm going to spatchcock the chicken. So with the back of your hand, just press that down and then take the wings and tuck them underneath. And you have your chicken already spatchcocked. Didn't take a moment. So put the Poussin into the marinade. Now the good thing of doing it in a bag is you don't have a bowl to wash up, you don't get messy hands, and also putting it in the marinade like that means that you don't have to keep turning it, and there it is, getting that wonderful flavour. There we are. Now leave this to marinate, ideally for 24 hours. There's one. The smell is wonderful. It smells of herbs, garlic definitely. My secret to get a nice shine on the top of the chicken is to drizzle over some runny honey. Then that just helps it to get a nice colour on top. A little dab over the legs as well. So into the oven at about 180 degrees fan, just until it's got a nice colour. So that's had 20 minutes. There it is. Doesn't that look good? To make a nice rich sauce, add 1 rounded tablespoon of corn flour to a small quantity of the marinade and pour it over the top of the chicken. Then the rest goes in here. Pop it back in the oven for 15 minutes. There it is, bubbling away. Ooh, that smells good. So we've got all the gravy in there, which will go beautifully with my new potatoes. Now you can see that is very, very succulent. No sign of any pinkness, beautifully cooked through. This gravy is to die for. I could just have it as soup. Oh, I've left plenty. So there you have it. That sauce and the Poussin goes so well with new potatoes. When you squash the new potatoes down into the sauce, heaven.